They told you demons live somewhere else, below, behind walls, in places you don't go. That was easier to accept, a comforting distance. But the truth is quieter. It's closer. Demons don't arrive with a thunderclap. They're already positioned. They don't need doors. They don't need permission. They wait patiently where your attention thins. In the pauses between thoughts, in the comfortable grooves of your habits, in the rooms you've stopped truly noticing. You've felt it before, haven't you? That strange pressure in your chest that doesn't quite feel like fear. That bone-deep exhaustion that arrives without any good reason. The stray thought that flickers through your mind, feeling alien, not like yours at all. You tell yourself it's stress, but it isn't stress. It's proximity. It's the feeling of something near. Demons don't look like the stories describe them. They don't show horns or breathe fire. Their form is much more subtle. They mirror absence. They are the shape of the empty chair in the room. They stand in the corners your eyes instinctively avoid. They linger in the sentences you didn't finish, the ideas left hanging in the air. They don't scream. They interrupt. They don't want to replace you. That would be too obvious. They simply want to replace your momentum. Every hesitation, every moment you second-guess yourself, gives them a little more space. Every routine you follow teaches them your timing. Demons love routines, not grand rituals, just your simple, daily routines. Brushing your teeth, making coffee, the commute to work. Because routines mean predictability, and predictability means access. They don't need your belief to exist. They don't care if you think they're real. They just need your repetition. You don't have to believe in demons for them to recognize you. They recognize patterns, the rhythm of your breathing when you're anxious, the slump of your posture when you're defeated, the exact speed of your thumb scrolling through your phone, the length of the pauses before you reply. They recognize the precise moment you stop paying attention. That's when they move. You see, demons don't attach to places. They attach to moments. The moment silence lasts just a little too long and becomes uncomfortable. The moment you get that feeling of being watched and quickly dismiss it. The moment you say to yourself, it's probably nothing. That phrase is a doorway, and you've used it before. They remember. You've walked past them today, on the street, in your own home. You just didn't notice. You've sat right next to them on the couch. You blamed it on being tired. You've actively made space for them in your life. You called it normal. Demons don't consume you in one dramatic act. They normalize themselves. They make tension feel familiar, like an old friend. They make a constant sense of unease feel like your baseline state. They make a crushing heaviness feel like something you've earned, something you deserve. And once that happens, they don't need to hide anymore. They're not behind you, waiting to pounce. They're aligned with you, walking in step. Some people feel them as a kind of static in their head, a low hum of anxiety. Others feel it as a physical pressure, a weight on their shoulders. For others, it's a thought that circles and circles but never finishes itself. There is no single signal. There is only your adjustment to it, your slow, unconscious acceptance. And they learn faster than you do. They learn how long you're willing to stay in a bad situation. They learn how often you replay that embarrassing memory. They learn how rarely you choose to get up and leave the room, to change your state, to break the pattern. If you're still listening to this, it's not a coincidence. It doesn't mean you were chosen or that you're special. It just means you're consistent. That's what they seek above all else. Demons don't need your fear. They don't need your worship. They need stability. Your stability. And that stability comes from people who stay. People who sit through the discomfort, who endure the suffocating silence, who feel the subtle shifts in the atmosphere but refuse to acknowledge them. People who don't look away. If this feels heavy right now, it's because you're finally noticing a weight you've been carrying quietly for a very long time. If this feels familiar, it's because this process didn't start today. It started long ago, in a series of small, unnoticed moments. And if you're waiting for this video to end, for the scary story to be over, it already has. This wasn't a warning. It wasn't meant to frighten you. It was a reminder to pay attention. A reminder that the things we fear aren't in some other world. They were never somewhere else. They were always right where you stopped looking. In the pauses, in the habits, in the routines. Now, you can start looking again. You can notice. And once you notice, you can choose. Thanks for watching.